consistency and natural Chelsea. That's exactly what the team needed with a run of games and normal ball and how good that they have been. The question was that could Chelsea be consistent? Can they go on be consistent? Can they make sure say with the kind of games so Munya now almost share goals, almost dominating play in the English Premier League? Can they do it against a low block side? Yes, it's the Carabao Cup. But if he said for a club like Chelsea, any last season performance, the Carabao Cup is an important trophy. Last season, Chelsea were very close at almost winning the Carabao Cup, playing in the final against Liverpool. And just little margins. It's not Chelsea and just had Carabao Cup against Liverpool and in the final against in Mauricio Pochettino. Before the game, Enzo Maresca was asked about it. It's an important trophy for him, and it also gives the opportunity to the French players to play some more games, for them to know where they are in terms of training, and for Chelsea to build a very strong squad. Mind you, it's about building a very strong squad, which is very important in the grand scheme of things, because it's a players with minimum form. No, something about games, about quality display, quality player, but definitely translate into everything that Chelsea wants to do in the long term with the quality of play on games more. So definitely, the game has gone on. Chelsea have gotten the all-important win, and then here, of course, essentially a very emphatic win. And not just any win, it's an emphatic win. Hat-trick for Christopher Nkunku. That was our match, a game where he started as number 9, game where he dominated play, game where he showed out the quality and how good he is. In fact, with the changes at Chelsea here and how good they came, I made analysis now, and that was a very good game that Chelsea have gotten against team my friend Barrow in the Carabao Cup, and Chelsea are through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, and I was excited. See, me who near my very sexy. That still, the pragmatism of Enzo Maresca is very huge. It is an important part of how he does his stuff. How pragmatic Enzo Maresca is as a coach. It's very important. Now, this is the 3rd time I'm seeing this. Against Internazionale Milan, against Crystal Palace to an extent, and then today, going to play against Barrow, will be an imsopacity very low. The same thing has been done and it has gotten the results. And the medical can I say the principles of a coach, any about just what they do, say Rebecca's okay, about an inverted fullback, then one day be about an inverted fullback. No. If a coach plays an inverted fullback, what's the principle behind it? Which is how much here. Chelsea went in with no inverted fullback, none of the fullback inverted. And maybe a tactical analysis now. My Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Won't subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. And then you see the code that was in there, and in the link to the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp channel. You see code on Betway. The bet is about going through almost all the matches, including Chelsea match, Madrid match, are going through. And of course, I'm sure by now people are laughing, people are excited about possibly winning. Into my catches, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, tap on the link that is in the description, join, subscribe to the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp channel. And every day there's bet for you, at least 3 odds ever go on them. Make sure every morning you unmute the channel, you get the bets and the to them. Then you stake good money, free money, nobody takes anything away from you. I'm gonna be on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and I'll be BBC if you want to subscribe to this channel as well. Now let us get into the game proper. But before Chelsea game Real Madrid also did play. Madrid also did play against Alaves, Deportivo Alaves, or the Spanish La Liga, and what a show, quality play. This is the Kylian Mbappe and Madrid fan have waited to see at the Santiago de Bernabeu, and quality play from him. If you look at the starting of the game, Madrid went into this game in the middle of the park, pushing Aurelien Tchouameni in the middle of the park with a mid-4-3 of Aurelien Tchouameni, Federico Valverde, and a branch of Jude Bellingham. So it was a double pivot of Federico Valverde and Aurelien Tchouameni. But Tchouameni as the first line in terms of the ball progression. Then you have Jude Bellingham as the number 10. You look at the quality of Fellaini Mendy getting the ball from outside, cutting it onto the 6-yard box area. Abantia, your friend Lucas Vazquez, I said the first goal for Team FN Real Madrid, and that's what you get from experienced players. Mr. Lucas Vazquez, or utility players. They can play in attack, they can play in defense, and on the captain of the night, Lucas Vazquez in your first goal. Real Madrid. Madrid wanted to get more. This is the first time this season Madrid for Ashe 2 goals in the first half, and I've said it several times. I see. Barca are delivering. Almost should be almost Master should be another game. 6 out of 6. Lewandowski goes, Rafinha goes, whatever. Lamine Yamal goes, Pablo Torre, Mo Baba, exciting stuff. Pau Kubasimo, Macasado, Mabanal, Pedri, Gavi. De Jong is now coming. Ronaldo Araujo. Yes, there's been an injury of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but then there is in the post. Iñaki Pina is in there. All of these quality players are there for helping FC Barcelona, and they seem to be getting the results and getting the job done. In as much as Barca were a lot of injury issues. Now the onus is on Madrid to keep up the pace. You need to win. Mambo draws, you need to make sure you keep on winning. When winning matches are, then definitely you are going to be in trouble, because team FM Barcelona, they are winning. They are playing some very direct football. They are getting the job done. Lewandowski is being clinical. Rafinha is being clinical. Lamine Yamal is being clinical. So it was a big Asudie power on team FM Real Madrid to also think around, to also get the results that they needed to get. And I think that they did exactly that. They made sure they got the results that they had to get. And like I said, it was a good midfield base. And one of the things that we've said, and I said, Real Madrid have consistently lacked the balance in attack. And I think that they are getting close to it when they play a double pivot of Tchouaméni and Valverde. Or I've seen it several times also when they've had Cruz and then Valverde, or Cruz on Tchouaméni. Now, there's a little bit of a difference when teams don't air pressing Madrid high, aggressive, man for man. It's easy for Madrid to find the spaces. What has really been the issue is when teams sit in a low block and they need to find a pass master who will break them up in between the lines and who have people receive the ball between the lines. Now, that's the issue. And now, so Madrid these days against team or sitting in a low block or limited them to spaces. Then what they do is that they have to now bring in other goalie who is a depth receiver of the ball in between the lines to receive the ball in those spaces, and maybe add a bit to set Luka Modric in there, or have play Luka Modric at the base, then push Federico Valverde. But Valverde more the best depth touches. If you don't get those things, then you force Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo Goes from here very technically good, no, to drop into in between the lines to receive the ball from there. They now have to transit to go and score a goal, which makes a little bit difficult. So in a game like this, where Alaves pressing Real Madrid, no, they played into the hands of Madrid. It was easy for them to find spaces. And also this goaler, Abrante Fen killing Tony, but in fact he scored a goal. First one on disallowed for offside, and of course it was truly offside. Good combination play between Onone Jude Bellingham. Jude, not between Onone and Vinicius Junior. Vinicius was more central, received the ball in that zone, took up the ball, then find Kylian Mbappe on the left hand side, and Mbappe did slot in, but he was slightly ahead of the opposing centre back. And then just a few minutes later, Jude Bellingham and Mbappe combined. Mbappe rather dropping deep, picking up the ball, playing a skillful pass into the part of Jude Bellingham, then Jude slotting the ball in between the two centre backs now, and then Kylian Mbappe. That is exactly idea Madrid fans have been looking to see in Abrante and Kylian Mbappe. First touch to the right to put the defender there, cutting it back and then slotting it back into the left hand side. Now that's the quality of Abrante, your friend Kylian Mbappe. In the second half again, Madrid scored quicker. Then this time, two Abrante friend Rodrigo Goes. See, in a team where Obia and Peso right hand side, Obia per left hand side, Obia Peso left hand side, all of them, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo Goes, naturally want to play on the left hand side. Rodrigo Goes comes in the second half, pick up the ball on the right hand side. Then I just kept on asking myself that it looks as if this boy is really doing very well, really upping his technique on his weaker foot, which is the right foot, the left foot, and he seems to be doing well in that regard. And that's exactly what the boy that is called Rodrigo Goes did in the second half. The third goal for Team Real Madrid, on the first goal, and from there it was always going to be an easy one. Real Madrid is winning on 3 points now. Now to the big one. I mean, not necessarily a big one, but the interest of a lot of Chelsea fans now. Hey, Chelsea game on the Barrow boy. See, the issue isn't about club at Chelsea anymore. And yes, say be a Barrow a big club, be Barrow a very low bottom club, Unube be a Onyade. But it is the pragmatism of Enzo Maresca. Anyhow good he looks, as he said, this is a fairly new starting 11. But Obia on the field of play was good enough. Now Chelsea went into this game in a regular 4-3-3. By game, different principles. And this time, although Chelsea played with Renato Viega, Axel Desasi, Benoit Belachili, and Malo Gusto. In the middle of the park, it was a branch of friend Cesare Casadei in there, or Cesar Casadei, anyhow you want to call it, in there. Then you have Kenan Drisby Hall, and then had João Felix on the other side. Then on the wings, there's Pedro Neto Mihailo Mudryk, and then Christopher Nkunku. And Makacho said, Chelsea were the Omoye in Enzo Maresca. Say, Omo Bobo, and he said, not a low block team or no over clogging Fiifi-Manfred with 4 or 5 players. No money yet then for them to transit the ball. No more, and he said, Omo inverted fullback on your side in games like that. And you won against Inter, you won against Crystal Palace, and he has also won the game against Barrow. Team or Stanford with the Obo in the 4-5-1. No more clogging Fiifi-Manfred. No more, okay, come and break me down. The first thing is very important, the patience in build up and Chelsea, and that's something that they did. For them to be very patient in build up, and they did that. But the Chelsea are bonus of formation and the back trainer in the first half. It was Renato Viega, Benoit Bellachile, and Axel Disasi. So it means that Benoit Bellachile is near the Biamekacho say the CC, the central back. You don't know control body as a controller in chief we're showing them on the ball, off the ball. I don't know the defensive organization we're showing them. Ball never can on oblique lines, And he was very important because you see, when it comes to Benoit Bellachile, Makane several times, he is not a bad defender. In the last few seasons, last season, baby, injuries, hampered development. So he wasn't getting the best out of himself in terms of what he can do on the ball, how good he can be without the ball, how he can dictate the pace of attacks and his animal. He was not able to do stuff like that. Now, once he recovered from injury, now started airborne the ball, now all ball some nice football. He needed some game time. And then, yes, it's a game against Barrow, but then Benoit Bellachile seems to have heralded in Fiifi-Manfred of the back three, and controlled the game very well. Whilst he had Axel Disasi to his right and had Renato Viega to his left. Again, thumbs out to Abrante and Renato Viega on the left hand side. Then it was the Italian say Cesare Casadei or Cesare Casadei, I want to say. Cesar Casadei right in front of the base of the diamond, On and over the bottom of the diamond to receive the ball. And the receiving ball in Emma Renfi. This time, Abrante Yefreno Malo Gusto was not inverting. Until Malo Gusto ever back the right hand side, not to invert, but then close to him. No, when you're on the other side, you will get Kenan Drisby on the left. Until the diamond now becomes Cesare Casadei. The left side of the diamond is Kenan Drisby. The right side of the diamond is Malo Gusto. Then the base or the apex of the diamond, Joao Felix. It is also a ball and consistently Joao Felix will receive the ball between the lines. Malo Gusto mobile ball and build up. So Chelsea will now building around the block because now Barrow for now in a very, very good compact mid block. And they were building around the block using Joao Felix to receive the ball between the lines, using Gustomo to progress the ball, using Kenan Drisby to progress the ball. Then they kept the width now with Mihailo Mudryk, Pedro Neto, and Abrante and Christopher Nkunku. I know, said Mudryk, yes, when you go and assist and Simon, but I give him a lot of credit. He was good. He was very, very good on the day. Obobo, the decision making for the very first time in a long time seems to be very good. He seems to be going in confidence, seems to be doing the simple things this time. Unlike first, Mihailo Mudryk Nyambo, so you might be at the same time. It won't work. The coordination seems to be getting better in this game. Chelsea against Barrow, and you give him a lot of credit and a lot of plaudit for how good he was in a game like this. A game that's a little bit tricky, a game where you expected him to go in confidence, and he has shown it. He played very well. Simple combination passes in between the lines. He did it very well. But for me, one of the best players on the day, although Migo or Shea also, it's not necessarily for him, Joao Felix. The assist for the first goal to Abrante and Christopher Nkunku, knowing that Nkunku was just on the line. Now one bomb for no loopy ball. And this is an assist I think Kai Havertz before in his first stint at Chelsea, he did see. And that is quality for Abrante and Joao Felix. And I said, I tweeted and I'm saying, anybody or the person, and of course this time it's going to be Joey Mendes, or the Joao Felix Echo Atletico de Madrid, as the first team and episode Nikon. He has done the boy a great disservice because Joao Felix so much of a player that should play in an attacking system, in a very, very good structure, where he receives the ball between the lines, because the nimble footedness, the depth touches, the ability to receive the ball in the half 10, the playing between the lines, it is so good, very, very good. And taking him to Atletico Madrid just wasted the boy's time. In an ocean, you can tell say he's happy he's going. And Makan, Sana Maten rule. One shiny here, Kopama will not get it easy like that. That's number 10 rule. If you don't take it, Kopama will not get it easy like that. Maybe in the next few months, it may be a different story. Maybe Kopa will be pushing up on the right hand side of the wing so that he won't play in the right half space. Then you rather be on the wing, and maybe Noni Madueke would have to go back to the bench. Because Jacques Felix seems to be playing more, and Kuku can play in that zone as well. Then up top, of course, was Christopher Nkuku. Hat-trick for your boy Christopher Nkuku. Quality display. First assist from Jacques Felix, second assist from Abantia, your friend Malo Gusto off the wing of Honor. Then the third one, hey, on one case working the ball winger, one slotting to the back of the net, and that's everything is clear. See, the quality player in the box, Fox in the box. Obi you good in the box, or you excellent finisher with Chelsea team. Nobody comes close to Christopher Nkuku. I know they're non-negotiable. If it's about somebody that finishes the balls in the box, somebody that is good in the box, somebody that plays in between the lines very well in the box, somebody that understands what you have to do in the box, will be all good separation, all good ball manipulation, all of those things that you need, all of those profiles, skill sets are here in the box to be a good finisher. It is him. The calmness on the ball. Patient he is on the ball manipulation, how he separates away from center backs, how he understands space and stuff like that. Nkuku is the best finisher with Chelsea. But it is not a dig at Nicholas Jackson, because the all-round game of Nicholas Jackson is very, very important also for the team, especially in very difficult games. And in games, we see a team just sitting deep. You will need Christopher Nkuku because the box becomes very crowded, and you need Nkuku to turn up and then deliver. So, Carabao Cup third round, Chelsea Omaye Bibia come 5 goals. And then if you want to of course, Fiifi-Manfred match, around that time, I think it was around 3-0, and so it was a Madrid game, and then it tells you, say, everybody wants to get a win and then keep up the momentum. 5-0 for Chelsea against Team Friend and Barrow with excellent scorers, apart from Christopher Nkuku, our share goal, scoring a hat-trick. We know that's a very, very good display from the Chelsea boys, playing some good stuff. João Felix share a free kick over there, and a bunch of friend Pedro Neto also share the first Chelsea goal from his first start for Chelsea. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification.